Salam alaikum, alaikum salam. Piango, piango, derechito por Guatarraya. Today, I want to talk about the Patipembas. We already discussed, all this course of Patipemba is first level. There are other courses of Patipemba that they're gonna come very soon. This time, I wanna give you as a gift to all my Mpangis, to all my brothers and sisters of the religion, more information so that you can use it for your own benefit. There are a lot of people that they are very familiar with the Patipemba, and I realize there are a lot of people, they like to go and check different spirit magical symbols or Patipembas by checking out books, checking out different websites, and that's okay, because that's a way how you could enhance your knowledge. However, the problem that I see with that is that if you really don't have a full understanding of how the Patipembas work, you won't be able to use it, or you won't be able to understand the process of not only how to draw the Patipembas, but also how to transcribe a Patipemba by a way of different Congo's name. And I know there are many practitioners who lack of this knowledge, and unfortunately they are copying these Patipembas that they see on books or they see on website, and then they try to work with those Patipembas with their Palo foundation that they have. And that is a big mistake, because if they don't have any clue of what this Patipemba represents, or how they can work with this Patipemba, or how they can modify the energy or alter the energy of these Patipembas, then this person is not going to be able to get the full benefits when he used these Patipembas, either on spells or different kind of work with their Palo foundation that they own. And this is very sad, because these days there are a lot of people, they claim themselves to be Tata Nkisi, Yaya Nkisi, because they only pass through the ceremony, but they really got no knowledge whatsoever of what is worth to get the title of being a Tata Nkisi or a Yaya Nkisi. And this is so sad, and this is what is happening in our days with the practice of Palo Mayombe. Today, I want to talk about it, how we could transcribe a Palo Congo name into a Patipemba. I've seen a lot of practitioners that they don't even have any clue whatsoever how they could draw even their Congo name that they got when they were initiated. And they don't know how to draw it from words into a spirit magical symbols or Patipemba, or the other way around. They might have some different sigils or Patipembas, but they don't know how to read them. They don't know how to interpret, how to get the meanings of this Patipemba. And when you don't get this meaning, then you don't know how to work with the Patipembas. So today we're gonna try to teach to my followers, to my people, to my Mpangis, a new way that you could use for your own advantage of how to get these symbols and convert them into words, and how I could do it the other way around. How could I get these words and transcribe them into symbols or drawings? This is a very important technique for Palo practitioners that they need to learn it. So the next time a Patipemba cross in their way, not only they're going to be able to read them back and forward, but they're going to be able to understand what this Patipemba means, because there are messages. So people sometimes they are so wrong. They believe that Patipembas are used only for spells, but Patipembas can be used to send messages. And if you don't know how to read them, you are totally lost. It's very important to keep in mind that many Mayombe practitioners, when they get their Congo name, they don't have any clue of how they can read their own name. And the funny part of this is that when you get, they tell you, oh, this is my Congo name, and then they tell you their name in words. And then when you take a close look into the Patipemba that represent their name, it makes no sense, because whatever they gave them to these practitioners as their name in words, and when I refer to words, it's just like I'm presenting here, like en tango, en batalla, en ñoca, cuatro vientos, rompeloma, malongo, en doki. That's using different Congo vocabulary words that they are assembled together in order to represent a name. But when these practitioners, they get this kind of Congo name, and when you start paying attention to see whether the Patipemba that these supposedly godparents have gave these practitioners, when you read the Patipemba, what you're reading, if you know how to do it, because this is very important, only people who are expert on these fields of Patipemba are going to be able not only to work with the Patipemba, but are going to be able to read them, are going to be able to switch the Patipemba either way they want, for good or for bad. But if you don't have the knowledge, and that's the purpose of these courses, to help my Mpangis, my brothers and sisters, so they can have a better understanding of how Patipembas works. And this way I will help a lot of people that they're practicing Mayombe, but their godparents, for one reason or the other, never teach them how to do it. This time, that's my own purpose, to show you the way so you can start and flow yourself in this marvelous world of Mayombe. So you as a Mayombe practitioner will be able to appreciate what these Congo people they did, and that you could appreciate the beauty behind the Patipemba's art. So this is a major concern for me when I see practitioners, and when they find it out that when they get their name, Congo name, and when they get these spirit magical symbols, sigils or patipembas, and when they try to read it, they find somebody who is an expert on dealing with the Patipemba fields. And when this person start to compare the words with the symbols and they don't connect, that's how this practitioner, their life has been destroyed into misery. Let's give an example with the Patipemba that I present here, and I will show you how I will be able to transcribe this Congo name, these words, into symbol. The first thing to take into consideration is what is above us. Well, it's very simple. Heaven, the moon, the sun. So that's why you'll see that in this word, entango, which is a Congo word for the sun, that's why when we draw, we are transcribing this Congo name into a symbol, into a Patipemba. So the first thing we are taking a look at it is that they place the name entango, and that is mean sun in Congo. There are other words how you can say it, but like I say, I want to keep it simple. So the first drawing that we're going to do is the symbol of the sun, like you can see in this symbol. And another thing very important to keep in mind, and this is a traditional way that the elders used to say, that when there are two branches of trees crossing into each other, or there are two arrows crossing through each other, the energy of these two forces are going against each other. Then that is the term in Congo or in Mayombe that we refer as en batalla. So actually what the elders are referring is that these two energies are not working side by side. They are intercepting each other. And it is possible that one energy is stronger than the other energy, and when they meet at a certain point, that's where they get this kind of collision. They crash against each other, and that's this energy, that's what create this kind, like the elders used to describe as a battle. In other words, this entango en batalla is actually telling us that the sun has been connecting his energy for this battle, or this energy gonna get this fight, and the sun will guide the battle.